Hello, Internet. Welcome back for this week. To this week. That's, I think, the proper English for that. Tonight I thought we'd just have a bit of a chill session. I wanted to take a bit of a break from the Funky Blink by Night series. But yeah, what better way to chillax but to play some GTA. And what I wanted to take a look at specifically tonight was a few Easter eggs from the game, myths and legends that I grew up with. And they seem so grand back in the day, but now they're something. But the first Easter egg that I want to look at, if we bring up the map and we go down over here, next to that spray can is where we want to head. That's actually an apartment in the game that's based off Scarface, which is one of the best movies ever made. If you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor and watch it. I'd say top 10 easily. But yeah, in terms of GTA, I'm definitely I love the HD universe, GTA 4 and 5, but there's something about the 3D universe, man. It's just, I keep coming back to it. There's just a tone and a feeling with the 3D universe that you don't get with the HD universe. I don't know what it is. I mean, just like look at Vice City, the pastel, the 80s music. I love it. Vice City really does remind me of the 1980s Micro Machine play sets that they used to have. I believe they were called Micro Lands. But yeah, if we cut through here, run Axel Foley over this building here with a pink roof, we cut through here. We can imagine, but Tony Montana, man. So over here we park the car, leave our two friends to wait for us, and then we'd head over to this apartment building. So as you can see on this building, all the doors have that same texture on them, except for this door up here. It's just like a black square, and the reason being is because you can actually walk inside, and inside is an almost one-to-one replica of that room, the scene where they park the car across the street and they do the drug deal. The wife's laying down on the bed watching TV. It'd be cool if there was some pelicans flying on that TV. Fly pelican. But yeah, you got it's a suitcase. It could be towels. I mean, it makes more sense for it to be coke. Where's the money? It's got it close by too, But the main attraction is definitely this bathroom over here, where you can pick up a chainsaw and use that as a weapon. And also you've got the blood on the wall. This is obviously where his friend was hanged, and they hung. But he was there, and they cut him, and the blood sprays all over Tony Montana, which has to be what this is, right? I mean, this is where he would have been standing, and they hold him, and they cut his friend, and blood goes everywhere. But yeah, I mean, this is just an Easter egg in the game. It may have been used or something during development. Like maybe they intended this to be used in a mission, maybe a purchasable property, something like that. But in game, it's just there. You might play the whole game and never find it. But yeah. Next we have GTA 3. And whenever I play this game, first thing I do is put the I Like Scotland cheat just to get this rainy, gloomy weather. It just suits the game so well. As much as I loved in the 1980s, and the neon, pastel, bright colors, I mean, I love that. If you see my bedroom, neon for days. It's like a cyberpunk nightmare in my room. But I do really love this grim, gloomy vampire masquerades Fight Club type feel too well. So GTA 3 is just whenever I'm in that type of a mood, I throw this on and I play this. But the myth, legend that I want to take a look at now is if we make our way over to Belleville Park, which is this game's version of Central Park, or if you played GTA 4's Liberty City Middle Park, there is a bathroom there that you can go to, and supposedly there's ghosts, spooks, specters. It's, before we even get to the place, it's not real. GTA never does anything that crazy. I mean, except for in 5, obviously you've got the ghosts. But yeah, like, just look at this. You got a like really gothic church, cathedral here next to like these neon lights, the gloomy sky. It's, I love it. I absolutely love it. If we, yeah, make our way over to this park here, crash into the walls as hard as you can, get this guy, and make ourselves over to where the water is, almost under here. There is the bathroom. There it is. It's, obviously this place is creepy, but it's just there. I mean, people report hearing voices and stuff like that in here. I guess like that, but really those are just the pedestrians up on top that you can hear. They're not ghosts. Yeah, I mean, I love this bathroom. To be honest, I think I like the Central Park bathroom in GTA 4's Liberty City maybe a bit better, because I remember when I first played that years ago, going there, that was a bit more gloomy and creepy than this bathroom. But yeah, I mean, yeah, just look at this. Look at this game. It's beautiful, isn't it? And last but not least, I couldn't not talk about San Andreas. The amount of myths and legends in this game, it's something else, man. Put some Radio X on. Let's put some Sage. But yeah, GTA San Andreas, the amount of myths and legends in this game. From UFOs, which I swear I've seen. Not a UFO, it's the whole shooting star. I mean, it's just a PNG floating across the sky. Whether it's intended to actually be a UFO or not, I think it is called nighttime UFO in the files, isn't it? But yeah, I saw that once in the forest, and I'm just like, man, this game, man. But yeah, the main myth, the myth that you can't talk about GTA myths without talking about this, and of course, in good old Baco Beyond near San Fierro and next to Los Santos, we'll just put our marker here. Yeah, it took them 5 games in, but they eventually managed to put them in. Waypoint. As much as I love this bike, let's go. Let's hit Rocket Man. Let's just fly. Let's go over there. Why are you taking these lovely, lovely visuals? Look at that pop-in, that draw distance. I love it. If I was to make a GTA game, so if Rockstar came to me and Sam Houser was like, I'm gonna give you all this money, can you make this game for me? What I would, it would definitely be set in the 3D universe, no ifs, ands, or buts. It would be set modern day. In the 3D universe, you see what's happened to CJ and Tommy and Claude, what they're up to now. You played your own custom character. I would have custom character as the main protagonist, and he doesn't speak, so it'd be like Claude in GTA 3. Yeah, you'd have all three cities in one, updated to HD, but also like little things like you'd have the entire draw distance. The trees will be a higher texture, things like that, little things like that. But also you would have modern day implementations into them in terms of like San Andreas is set in the 90s. Miami Vice City is set in the 80s, so you bring that into the modern day. But yeah, I mean, that's what the two side missions I really want in a GTA 3D universe game. One where you help, she's the radio host of K-Rose in this game. You'd help her kill one of her husbands and bury them in the desert, which is another myth in this game, but that one's actually true. Whether or not that is what it is, those bodies are there in the desert. And another one definitely have to be a mission that you do for Sage, because Sage is the best GTA character that's ever been invented. But yeah, we make young Melee take his jetpack off over here, and look at that, another GTA myth legend. As we're looking for the Bigfoot, the abandoned cars that are just around the most random areas that are all beat up and crashed. There's myths and legends saying that these come to life and attack people. I feel like this is an Easter egg towards Christine, the Stephen King movie, book. It's because it looks like Christine. I'm pretty sure it's the same type of car. I mean, it's even red. But there's a lot of different beat-up, wrecked cars throughout the map. But yeah, these... Back in the day, gamers would just get so lost, including me, just in these woods for hours looking for Bigfoot, who obviously he's not in the game. Which they do pay off in Red Dead Redemption, of all places. In Undead Nightmare, where there is actually Bigfoot, and then you get the achievement. Was it 10 years in the making? 8 years in, something like that. But yeah, just this is another one of those places. I am more of a Los Santos man myself whenever I do play this game. I'm either in Los Santos or in, like, Bone County, stuff like that. The deserts outside of Las Venturas. But hey, look at that, another abandoned car. Why are there so many? Yo. But yeah, man. This is, I almost want to just mod Bigfoot into the game, just because it's such a thing. It's such like an iconic thing that doesn't even actually exist. Obviously they did add Bigfoot Easter eggs into GTA 5, but yeah, when it comes to the myths and legends, in these 3D universe games, you can never really tell if it's real or not. Most of the time they're not, but things like that UFO, the light in the sky that you can't see sometimes, what is that supposed to be? Because it is just a glowing PNG floating across the sky. Like, I'm sure somebody saw that once back in like 2005 and thought that this was a UFO. But yeah, obviously nowadays in the new GTAs they actually do just have aliens and ghosts and things, Easter eggs that are real. But not knowing if this stuff is real adds a bit more mystique to it. I mean, obviously we know it's fake, but yeah, even now I would still sort of just walk around these parks, and maybe in the vein that maybe he really is in the game. I'll get lucky. But no, he's definitely not. It's not in the files, doesn't exist. I don't know if they've come out and I think they would have came out and said Bigfoot's not in the game, but yeah, that's it for this week's video. I hope you all have a lovely, lovely night.